I am about to hit 100,000 followers, which is crazy and so exciting. Thought we could do a little bit of skincare and I'll tell you a couple things about me and maybe that will answer a couple questions that you guys have. I got pregnant with my daughter unexpectedly. I was on birth control. I am Mormon, so this was a big shock and this was a lot for me. At the time, I literally thought my life was over. I was so depressed. I grew up always thinking that when I had kids, they would have a mom and a dad in the home, and that's what I thought was normal. So when this happened, it was really unexpected, and I just did not see a way that this was gonna work. Her dad and I had dated on and off for 5 years, and we went back and forth my whole pregnancy deciding whether we were gonna give her up or if we were gonna keep her. Finally, towards the end of my pregnancy, we decided to move forward with the adoption. After I delivered her, you as the birth mom have to wait 24 hours to sign over your rights, and after that 24 hours, her dad basically told me that he didn't feel comfortable giving her up for adoption, so we ended up keeping her. Obviously, this is a very short version. So much happened. There was a lot of sadness and heartbreak and hard times, but we figured it out. Her dad worked out of state, so after I had her, he went back to work and it was just me and her, and I was a single mom. This was so freaking hard. She had really bad tummy issues, and so she didn't sleep for like the first 10 months. She actually was waking up like 9 or 10 times a night, and I was by myself and working and going to school, so this was a lot for me. I told myself when she turned a year old, I was gonna try to start dating, and when that came, I just didn't feel right about it yet. But a couple months after that, I decided to start dating. I just didn't know how. I didn't want to get on the apps. It didn't feel totally safe to me, and I wasn't ready to put myself out there that much. I was also a little bit worried about being a single mom because during my pregnancy, I had just heard that no one wants to date single moms. But that could not have been further from the truth. So if you are a single mom and you're getting into dating, seriously don't worry about it. I went on a couple dates, and then maybe my third or fourth date, I went on a date with my now husband. Him and I have actually known of each other for years. We kind of talked here and there. Never ended up meeting up or going on dates or anything like that. But he was always so kind to me and we were very similar, and so I always felt kind of a connection to him. I remember I texted him and I said, okay, I'm ready to go out on a date, and he literally flew in that weekend. I told him I could not talk to him that whole week or else I would psych myself out, so we literally didn't talk. He texted me the day he got into town and he was like, hey, where am I picking you up? And I told him, and he came and picked me up. He had an old truck. I'll insert a picture of it here, but it was so cute. I remember walking out of my apartment complex and he was standing outside of it with this giant smile. We went to dinner and literally just talked each other's ears off. It was like seeing someone I hadn't seen in years and catching up with them. I just felt like I had always known him. You guys want to hear about how he found out I was pregnant? I could tell you guys that too, because he knew all about that. After that, the rest was history. We actually moved really, really fast, so I can also tell you guys about that. It was crazy, but very normal in Mormon terms. But I had known him for probably 4 years, so it felt okay. After we got married, I moved to California to be with him. He works out here. We are actually moving again in a month, so I have kind of started to declutter, and I just need to go through everything and get rid of what we're not going to take with us. Throughout all of this, I was also going through an SA case. My perpetrator did go to jail, so I did want to go into that a little bit on my page and just kind of talk about the story. It was made pretty public, it was on the news, and so I just want to share my side that's not filtered. I am going to do a YouTube video just where I answer everyone's questions. I get so many questions that I feel like I've answered 100 times, but because they're in previous videos, people can't always find them. So go follow me on YouTube and I will upload shorts of it on here. But I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'm so grateful for 100,000 of you, which is freaking crazy. Bye!